This is chance finding and what to say, a different adventure into the unknown. Why it is adventure into the unknown? I have found in person with Mr. Professor Balaji Ranganathan sir. He's English professor, and as a human being, this is an interview where we can learn from his life and his philosophy as a human being. What is there today? I'll try to find through a conversation. So this is the Thar which he had driven up to. Sir, where up to Leh? How many times, sir? Twice. So I know the adventure as well as I have also driven for 4,000 kilometers. But when I learned from sir, I was humbled enough. So that was the first curiosity, and sir was very active during his student life time. So let's see its exploration of different sort, what comes out of it. But this is his Thar, his passion. He's very passionate person, passionate about dogs and this Thar driving. क्या करना चाहिए? सर से बात करना चाहिए? नहीं, सर प्रोफेसर है यार। मनीष तुम क्या कर रहे हो? एक प्रोफेसर के साथ तुम दोस्ती कर रहे हो? नहीं 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 नहीं। बट सर के एक एंगल है, ह्यूमन एंगल भी है, जो थोड़ा निकालने की कोशिश करेंगे, है ना? तो कोई नहीं, चलो ट्राई करते हैं। एक नया सा चीज है यार, घबराना नहीं, कम ऑन।
Describe a methodology.
Okay.
Anybody.
Right, sir.
Yeah. In the sense, the learner and the learning experiences are extremely unique.
Right, sir.
Each individual. Yeah. So what I would do is I would never try and impose a methodology on anybody, any of my students. What I do is I would try and spot the basic inherent talent that's there, and then I would work around that, because as I said, approaches depends largely on the nature of the student. Yes. Now, if I'm going to bring in a methodology and say this is how you guys have to do it, it's not going to work. So it's extremely individual centric. What I work with. As I said, I identify the basic behavioral characteristics that are there in each person. That would take me some time, in the sense a couple of months of interaction, and then I'm able to spot the major traits, and then I work around that.
Right.
So, work methodology it would be that, but yes, domain experience and the domain techniques, though that would be extremely standard. For example, I work with historical procedures. Yes, I work with the early modern in India, early modern and the medieval in a major way. The methodologies within the domain are laid out. How does a student approach those methodologies is something that's going to be extremely individually centric in that sense.
The study methodology in the sense, sir, I have been also a student. I used to follow. Now at present, I'm following a technique called Pomodoro technique. What is this? It's a very simple technique. You focus your attention for 25 minutes, then take 5 minutes break. I think you must be aware of this. And you can analyze your thinking pattern, the internal interruptions of the mind, and so on and so forth. It's a proven technique which I am working on. It was totally new for me, so I wanted to know this sort of, which can help the students also in learning, means how to develop the love for the study or how to concentrate or fix his or her mind.
The idea is reading, comprehension, and retention.
Right, sir.
These are the basic three ideas that you need. Rote learning doesn't help. So in a sense, you need to be a good reader. I would say yes, 20 minutes, because I hardly used to study for 10 minutes at a time, to be honest.
Right, sir.
So just 10 minutes, and then I would take a 10-minute break, go back to it for 10 minutes. That's how I did my work. So I don't believe in extreme long periods of time. What I would believe is manageable inputs for the day.
Right, sir.
So it's not as if you study everything or you study continuously for a day. This is the advice that I would give for all, even for all the UPSC aspirants in my university also. In the sense, you don't just sit for 12 hours a day, because that's what the web tells you. You're talking about people sitting for 8 hours a day, or 9 hours a day. That doesn't work.
Right.
If sitting helped, let's say too many people would have been civil servants today.
Right.
The passing rate is hardly below 1%
Yeah, that's true, sir.
in the UPSC. That means the amount that you sit doesn't matter. What would matter is, are you able to synthesize what you're reading?
Right.
Yeah. So ideally map out your day into what you want to do.
Planning is
Management,
important.
yeah, management is important. Time management is important, and then you decide how much you want to do today
Right, sir.
for a day. Then you don't exceed that. The
Yeah.
idea is not to. It's not a race that you need to complete a book in a time or something. The idea is, can you manage? Say you want to read 10 pages a day
Right, sir.
or 20 pages a day. Read 20 pages. See how much you retain out of it
Right.
at the end of the day.
How much we retain at the
How
end of
much
the
you
day.
retain out of it.
Right. So that means after planning, I must review my day also
Yeah.
and check myself how much of learning
How much have you retained?
can.
In a sense. That's extremely crucial. It's not a question of because retainment will only happen. It's like secondary memory.
Hmm.
So when you're reading, uh, it's you'll be retaining quite a bit in
Hmm.
the beginning. Yes, as I said a second, but then it needs to be encoded into your from short-term memory. It needs to be encoded to your long-term
Long-term
memory.
memory.
That takes time.
Repetition is spaced repetition.
So you need time and space.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for this wonderful guidance. I
Yeah.
hope it will be helpful for everybody, sir.
Yeah.
Would you like to add, sir?
No, that's fine. Can I take a break?
Uh,